Ever had a bank freeze your entire account over there, mistaken, then treat you like you the criminal? That happened to me. But when polite calls didn't work, I found a $3 solution that unleashed hundreds of angry posts on their page. Let's just say, they called me back real fast. If you've ever been ignored by customer service and wished karma had a send button, hit that like and subscribe. Because today's story proves you can beat a bad bank with Wi-Fi and creativity. I've always believed that small meant friendly. So when I moved to this quiet little town, I decided to skip the big national banks. I walked right into a tiny local credit union and opened an account. They promised me personal attention, community values. You know, the whole package. They had cute brochures, smiling tellers what could possibly go wrong. And for the first few months, it was perfect. My paycheck went in, my bills came out. Simple. Then one afternoon, I'm at an ATM, and my debit card just blinks red. Declined. I go inside the branch, and the clerk gives me this apologetic smile. "Oh, the ATM's just acting up," she says. "Here, use this code. It'll deduct straight from your account." She scribbles some numbers on a piece of paper and hands it over like it has a secret handshake. I take out my cash and don't think twice about it. A few days later, I log into my online banking, and the entire dashboard is grayed out. Balanza una bailable. Every single cent I owned was frozen. I immediately called customer support, and they told me my account was under review due to a posting error. Their error. But somehow, I was the one completely locked out of my own money. Days turned into weeks, and each phone call felt like I was stuck in a time loop. It's being handled. Our accounting department needs to verify something. Try calling back next week. Meanwhile, my rent and bills are getting closer and closer to their due dates. I hadn't done anything wrong. I hadn't gone into overdraft. I hadn't broken a single rule. Yet, they were treating me like I was the problem. And then came the worst part. Their tone. You could hear the little snicker here, a sarcastic sigh there. One representative even started overemphasizing my last name, twisting it with that smug, "You're not from around here" rhythm. It was subtle, but I heard it loud and clear. By the fourth week, my confusion had turned into pure anger. I'd been patient, I'd been polite, I'd been more than reasonable. All I got in return was attitude. They thought they had all the power because they were holding my money hostage. One night, I was on a video call, just venting to my family back home. My younger cousin, who's this tech genius with way too much free time, just smirked at me. "You know," he says, "there's this service in Russia. They pay people a few rubles to post whatever you want on social media." He pulls up a website. It's a platform where you can upload a message, pick a rayon, and within minutes, hundreds of profiles will start posting it for you. It even lets you choose American-looking accounts. He looks at me and goes, $3. You want attention? You'll get it. At that point, I had nothing left to lose except another month of my sanity. So, I came up with a plan. Operation Social Storm. I wrote this short, furious, but totally credible post. It said, "Warning. Bank name has frozen my account for over a month. Over their own error. No help, root staff, and possible discrimination. Think twice before trusting them with your money." I uploaded it, selected US profiles, and clicked confirm. The charge, $3. The feeling, priceless. By lunchtime the next day, their Facebook and Instagram pages looked like a digital riot. There were hundreds of comments. "This bank locks people's money. The same thing happened to my friend. Unbelievable. Treatment boycott." They were all from different names, different photos. Some of them had these tiny Russian grammar quirks that just made me chuckle. For the first time in weeks, I was the one smiling. Within hours, their page moderators were frantically trying to delete the posts, but the wave just kept coming. For every one they removed, 5 more would pop up. Their entire social media page had become a digital protest banner, flapping in the wind for the whole community to see. That evening, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. "Hello, this is the call center manager at Credit Union." His voice was polite, almost too polite. Betty Cotios, we understand your frustration, sir. It seems there's been some miscommunication. We can release your funds immediately. In fact, we'll add $50 for the inconvenience. I had to bite my tongue to keep from laughing out loud. After 30 days of being completely dismissed, now they were apologizing. Would you like the balance transferred to another bank? He asked. Yes, I said, as sweetly as I could. Anywhere else. By the next morning, the money was safe and sound in my new account. Transaction complete. Freedom restored. I just imagined their board meeting that day. Panicked executives, a social media manager on the verge of tears, and someone whispering, "Who did this?" Could they trace it back to me? Highly unlikely. Those posts came from halfway around the globe. And the best part, I couldn't even call the bot phone to take them down if I wanted to. That mess was their problem now. My tiny $3 investment had bought me peace of mind and them a massive public headache. Some people might call it petty. And you know what? Maybe it was. But for a whole month, I was completely powerless. Both financially and emotionally. They mocked my name. They dismissed my calls. And they treated me like I was just noise they could ignore. So with one click, I turned that noise right back on them. That's the beauty of modern karma. You don't always have to shout or beg. Sometimes, all you need is Wi-Fi and $3. If they had just admitted their mistake from the beginning, none of this would have ever happened. Instead, they ended up paying $50 and dealing with a PR disaster. All because nobody taught them basic empathy. It's Small Business 101. Respect your customers, or the internet will teach you how. As for me, next time, I'm sticking to a bank that knows the difference between a posting error and a person. And if they don't, well, let's just say I know how to start a storm. They froze my money for a month. I spent $3 on a Russian bot service. Within hours, their social media was in flames and the manager was practically begging to release my funds, plus a bonus. Lesson learned. Never, ever underestimate an angry customer with an internet connection. Justice doesn't always wear a suit and tie. Sometimes, it's 1,000 angry comments from strangers you've never even met. Respect is free. Disrespect cost them $50 and their reputation. If this story gave you some karma goosebumps, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, what is the pettiest or smartest way you've ever gotten, even with a company? And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life revenge stories where justice is served online. Thanks for watching.